Hello everyone, today I'm going to show you how to make meringues. It's very simple to make meringues. It's just a few simple steps which you need to follow to make them perfect every time. It requires only few ingredients which are usually always at home. So let's see what we need to make them. First of all, we have 2 egg whites here. Make sure your egg whites are at room temperature, that's very important. Then we have 100 grams of icing sugar. Now, if you don't have icing sugar, you can grind your granulated sugar to fine powder. That should work fine. And we have a quarter of a teaspoon of cream of tartar. Now, if you don't have cream of tartar, you can either use a pinch of salt or you can use few drops of lemon juice. Both of them should work fine. First, you preheat your oven to 200 degree Fahrenheit, which is 100 degrees Celsius. And then you line your baking tray with a parchment paper and make it ready. I'm using a stand mixer, but if you don't have a stand mixer, you can also use a hand mixer. That works fine as well. And I'm using whisk attachment for this. You have to make sure that your bowl and your whisk is completely grease free. That's very important for the egg whites to rise to their full volume. We will put the egg whites in the bowl and I'm going to mix it for around 1 minute, just for the egg whites to break completely. I was beating my egg whites for a minute and now I'm going to add cream of tartar. I've put my cream of tartar in the bowl. Cream of tartar actually works as a stabilizer. Now I'm going to beat it until it forms a soft peak. Make sure you always scrape the sides. And now I'm going to add the rest of the sugar. I hope you can see that the egg whites has become very glossy now. I'm going to add quarter of a teaspoon of vanilla extract now, which I forgot to mention in the beginning. And now I'm going to whisk it until it reaches my egg whites are done now. I hope you can see from here that it's stiff now. When we put the bowl upside down, nothing drips from it. That's what we want. I'm going to use a piping bag and I have a round nozzle which is a bit bigger than the usual size. I think it's half inch. piping is simple. All you have to do is just put pressure on it. That's it. Now I'm going to put them in the oven for around 1 hour. Meringues were in the oven for 45 minutes. It depends. Sometimes it's done in 45 minutes, sometimes it takes an hour. And to know whether they are done or not is you lift one up, and if it comes out from the parchment paper easily, that means they are done. But we have to put it back in the oven for around 45 minutes to an hour, but we have to turn the heat off, and it will just stay over there with the oven door slightly opened. Meringues were in the oven for another 45 minutes and they're completely done now. I will transfer them to my serving plate now. And that's how you make meringue. Enjoy.